Welcome back to Dad Meat, bitch. Tim, we made it, buddy.
A new chapter.
Oh, look at us.
I can't believe it. The glow up is so real.
Oh, God. What have you been doing now that you're new to Texas?
Tasks. I've been overwhelmed with tasks from. I've already told the story of my arduous move. I packed the entire family into a 22-foot moving truck, floor to ceiling, front to back, and a Subaru Forester and 2 cats. And I spent 3 days on the road, 2 nights in pet-friendly motels owned by Indian families. I've been kind of through it. And then every day I'm just like assembling I've got my fingers been ruined by those little Allen keys that come with all the Amazon Basics furniture, rustic brown obviously, and I couldn't be happier about it, man. I'm fucking pumped.
I love hearing that, man.
Yeah, and we just got here. We're finally reunited, and we broke into the Panties in the Mouth studio on the 4th of July while those guys are out fucking gooning on their day off, and we borrowed their producer Taylor to record this emergency transmission on a holiday.
Yes, brother.
And you're finally here.
I made it, man. Dude,
I mean, this is our third time even seeing each other.
I've been hot and horny for you. And before I delve into my shit, were the Indian guys all horny for your cat with 6 nipples?
I mean, they were lined up. They were sucking on the door. They were asking me to press the cat against the peephole.
Dude, an Indian guy seeing a cat with that many nipples has got to be like Phoebe Cates getting out of the pool at fucking Fast Times.
Yeah, those guys were fucking leaking.
Yeah, I was so happy to see you, dude. I was a little later coming than you were. But man, it's definitely worth it, dude. Dude, I'm so happy in my new house, dude. I ate my wife's ass in the shower the other day. Neither one of us saw us coming. It's just, how like you're somewhere good and the spirit overtakes you.
Yeah, I do.
I just it's like when you go to Mexico and all of a sudden you're dancing.
You start black churching toward her. Oh God.
Yeah, brother, I was speaking in tongues. You better believe that. I mean, yeah, I know. I definitely have eaten ass before, but like not in my own shower.
I know. That's so cool, man.
I know.
Because you've never had a shower.
No,
that was a good, backdrop.
Yeah.
For standing ass eating, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean,
did you ever get on the floor?
Yeah, I had her step outside the shower while I was still getting washed.
Dude, we have a now I have a glass shower. I hate to mog like this. People are gonna think I'm so I can't relate to the common man anymore. But I have a glass shower now, first time in my entire life. And MJ was passing through, and I pressed my meat against the glass. I was like, I've always wanted to do this. Yeah. And she took a look at it and went, ugh.
What? Oh.
I mean, and then the mirror was behind her, and I was like, good point. Yeah, this is not great.
No, press it for me. I'll give you the reaction.
Dude, it looked like an old Mastiff dick. But, glowing up like this is just, it's hard to keep it in, man.
Did you ever envision yourself having the kind of shower you can mash your dick up against?
No, I never saw it in the cards for me. I was kind of breaking it down to Dylan. I was just like, dude, this is like too nice. I don't know if I'm like supposed to be here. Like, and he was like, you've just now achieved like kind of normal life.
Dude, I was just about to say that. Like, we finally have a kitchen where more than one person can fit inside of it.
Yeah, all of my kids have their own bedrooms for the first time in any of their lives. And I'm just like, dude, the blessings are too much. I need to really slow down. And it's just like, bro, I don't really think you understand the deficit you started from.
Yeah, my kids aren't slowly being killed by mold right now for the first time in fucking 20 years, man. So our globe is different than most people's, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to be thankful for. But you did the opposite approach to the move. You hired the pods and had guys come and move it. And
I had Shaner, Rob Cruz, and Ben Staub come over to help me move. And man, they were on point, man. I mean, we're all Nancy boys. We're all podcasting, but all 3 of those guys have clearly done some kind of work for a living. Especially Shaner. Shaner, you could tell, has dug a ditch before.
For sure, but then you're also risking like headbutt marks in all of your furniture from him being involved. But we're not, by the way, we're not like total podcast because you remember when times were tough and we were taking Craigslist jobs and we ended up doing we got hired as day laborers to set up and break down that tech expo, and our boss was a ginger wigger.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
we've been in the trenches,
buddy. I was reminded of that packing my shit up because there was a lot of like motivational speakers there, and one of the gifts that they were giving to anybody who was attending the conference was Gary Vaynerchuk's new book. and I stole one of his books, man.
He would respect that.
I know. Yeah, it's the hustle.
And then you flip it.
Yeah.
And then you steal something else.
Yeah, I used it to steal a fucking an Anthony Davis fucking rookie card off of some poor Jewish 12-year-old. But yeah, I was reminded of that because I saw that I had stolen that, and I thought that we were there breaking down tables and chairs, and now look at us, we're eating ass in showers.
Was it everything you dreamed of?
More, it's almost
Do you have a tile shower, or is it like a bathtub shower, like at home?
No, it's nice. It's like it's a glass shower and then a separate tub where the cats have like a perch where they can overlook you washing your asshole.
You put cat furniture in your bathroom.
Yeah, I got a cat cuck chair in the corner of the fucking bathroom. But it feels like I'm on vacation and it's going to end and I'm going to have to go back to hell at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely still on vacation mode. Especially it's summer vacation. It's 4th of July weekend. I'm not checked out, but I am like I'm worried that I'm having too much fun. And I think I need to get like a homework or something. I need to like subscribe to some sort of like homework package that they send me, and I'm like required to do it or I fail or something. Because I don't know if I can just keep enjoying myself.
What do you think? Maybe you need to do like I remember Pop Star where Andy Samberg's got the guy to punch him in the balls to keep him humble. You think you got to get one of those?
I do have Fritz who punches me in the stomach as hard as he can every time we cross paths. That keeps me humble.
What do you think it is about a little boy's brain that does that to men's balls?
Well, I mean, they're eye level with dick and balls every time they stand. Every time you're on your feet as an 8-year-old, you're in a target-rich environment.
Yeah.
And we don't think about it much because they're all the way down there when we're walking around. But if for one day, if I was eye level with every man's dick and balls, it would be hard not to at least take one swing. It would be hard not to just speed back them.
Your customato.
Yeah. I'm working my pivot so I can really deliver some devastation to my dad's sack.
Oh, my God. I wish I had the audacity to hit my dad in the balls at some point. I was always too scared of my dad. You got it. You still got a living dad.
Yeah.
You got to fucking fly back right away and just fucking clock him in the nuts, man.
Every time he slows down, because I guess he's 70 now.
Yeah.
Every time I see him like slowing down a little bit, I'm gonna pop him one time. Be like, nah, dude, not done yet. Wake up.
You have to keep this in mind, though. I mean, being an older guy, his balls are hanging lower than yours. So you might just hit sack.
I might just hit the fleshy sack between ball and tip of dick. It's like punching a rubber band. No, man. Gross.
Yeah.
But yeah, he cracks me one every chance he gets, and I have to respect it. And I need him to show some aggression. You can't just be a sweet boy forever.
Yeah, man. You gotta. It's one thing I worry about with my son is like he's just so nice. Like he's never talked back. He never fights back. I might have to rile him, and I might have to like kind of instigate him like the CIA goes in the message boards to rile up fucking weird white dudes.
You're gonna have to MK Ultra your own son.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him to call me a bitch or call his mama a fucking twat.
Yeah, I think when they eliminated bullying for children, I've probably touched on this before, but when they eliminated bullying, what they did was they weeded out all aggression, even like the healthy forms, and now every kid is just like smooth SpongeBob, or they're like a amphetamine riled up Fortnite addict, and those kids are like, I think they have an advantage. The squeakers out there, dude. Fritz was playing Fortnite with a kid from virtual school right before we left, and this kid was high-pitched voice, annoying, talking shit the entire time, and completely cracked at the game and just demolishing Fritz, and it totally spun him out. And he didn't know how to respond. And I had to explain, like, you need to like, you know how we taught you jujitsu so that you could defend yourself when someone tries to hurt you. Well, it's the same thing with words, man. And so when a kid starts saying stuff to hurt your feelings, you're going to have to say mean stuff just to hurt his feelings. And he was just like, the concept didn't even penetrate his. He was just like, I could never do that. And I was like, I know it doesn't feel good, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to make you scream and cry, and I'm going to be mad at you. And I stopped just short because I have a formula that I explained to Lucy when she was younger.
Tell me.
So it's as simple as this. And he wasn't ready for this yet because he's starting from nicer than Lucy was. But it's as simple as like, dude, if a boy makes fun of you, call him gay. And if a girl makes fun of you, call her fat. That's all you really need to know. And then from there, If they have dead parents, that's something to make fun of. If they've been molested, that's maybe something to touch on if you want to hurt their feelings.
All right, this is Kid PEMDAS. Yeah.
This, I mean, I have an entire, I keep comparing it to like an ancient scroll in my attic that I have to blow the dust off of. Like, these are very powerful spells, man. Okay, especially that N one. Keep these in your back pocket, but don't use them unless absolutely necessary.
Oh, dude, getting made fun of by a fat girl with dead parents, your eyes roll in the back of the head like Undertaker, man.
Yeah. You feel your special meter fill up. So yeah, we're easing him into that.
Did Lucy ever have to go fucking foot to the gas?
Yeah, dude, she was like fighting Puerto Rican girls in 4th grade.
Oh man,
and like they were just like clapping at her every day, and so she had to like very quickly sharpen her teeth. And now it's like too much. Now she's a nightmare to deal with. She's like physically stronger than my wife and meaner and funnier and smarter than I am.
Yeah.
So she's kind of running the show in our house.
Did you and MJ have to go like Puerto Rican at all at home to kind of prepare her for school?
Yeah, I'm going to get a big fat butt and wear sandals that I can throw at her every day.
Setting off fireworks in the basement.
Yeah, what else do those guys do?
Bad Bunny, they love him.
Bad Bunny. I might go high-vis mesh vest around the house just to maintain some kind of order. I don't know. Maybe this place will soften them up, though.
I feel like it's softening me.
Yeah.
I mean, I mentioned to you how I just don't want to leave the house because I finally got a house I want to be in. And there's plenty of cool shit to do outside of here.
You have an unattached goon cave now.
Oh, my God. Dude, I feel like, you ever see the black meme where it's just like $1,500 for a studio? Shit, I'm going to enjoy my rent. Like, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just enjoying my rent.
Someone told me that there's HOAs where they're forcing you to keep your garage doors open at all times because... and this isn't my opinion. This is something I read or heard. Indian families are moving in, and those people squat up in your house.
Wow.
And they're moving like Indian pop-ups into the garage, and that's like they don't want that, I guess. So you have to keep your garage doors open at all times to prove that you don't have an Indian grandfather living in there. I do it just as like a show of like, hey man, we're equals. I have nothing to hide.
Yeah,
but. It would be nice to throw one in there.
Would you ever have a little fun like a Kevin McAllister, have like a Indian grandfather dummy?
Well, there are actually guys that are
one beautiful 1 to 10.
Not that cool, bitch. There's dudes printing like garage door sized graphics of an empty garage and just putting them up there.
Oh God. Man, that's got to be nuts to have to Anne Frank your fucking Indian grandfather. I smell it. You're hiding Indian grandfathers up there. Indian bastards.
You are hiding these bastards, no? Dude, if you remade Inglourious Bastards and it was just Indian guys, if we found the Indian Christoph Waltz, that would be an acting revelation.
The bear Indian.
He's just smacking his meat into a palm. You are saying,
Shoveling shit in his mouth.
And I want my bobs. Yeah, that'd be great.
I didn't know the problem was that severe, man. But what do you think? What side of history would you be on? You pro Indian grandfather, or would you be hunting them down?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's hard not to play the numbers game. You obviously want to join the team of 1.8 billion. So it's, and also like, I love their culture and I respect it so much.
Yeah.
But at the same time, wouldn't it be so cool to just go house to house exterminating? Just dragging him out into the street.
Dude, you're trying to
bathing him in front of everybody.
No, dude, trust me. The showers are actually showers. We need you to get in the shower, dude.
The regular shower.
No gas. Hand to God, dude. Dude, and getting them on the fucking train would be a nightmare because they're just getting run over constantly.
Oh, man. They wouldn't mind being packed in, though. They're used to that.
Oh, God, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, I had no clue, man. I see people with their shit open all the time. I opened my shit for the first time because I'm putting a gym in my garage.
So cool.
Yeah, I ordered some stuff. I got a barbell in there now. I got some plates. So it's very rudimentary. But I'm gonna get jacked. I'm gonna get a big butt this year.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that?
I know it's on your list.
Yeah.
Because you got the big shoulders, but then you get kind of Hank Hills in
dude.
the middle. And you're tight. Obviously, he's tight. I'm not saying Mike's not tight. That's I would never say that. But I'm just saying like you're not really dealing with a lot of volume back there.
Yeah, man. I really got to amp it up. And it's like you've seen. Like I almost swerved off the side of the road. I saw a guy with the hottest back I've ever seen on the way here, Taylor. It's like
Mike rolled down the window because we saw a dude with like a manta ray back walking, like running with his girlfriend.
I mean, it really like I felt like my tongue like hit the floor because of like you could see every muscle in this guy's back. Yeah. Thank God my wife wasn't with me, man.
They'd be eating his ass in the garage.
But that's why I need to step it up. Everybody's fucking hot here, man.
Yeah. Well, to go back to the ass eating in the shower real quick, did you feel like you were going to drown at any point?
It is tough.
As your face up.
It is tough. It's like you just have to like. It's almost like an
hold your breath.
It's an aperitif. Like you're telling your wife, all right, this is what's going to be available when we get out of here. So it's like you're running through. You're giving her like a sex flight. It's like you could have a little taste of everything, but then once we get out of here, that's when we got to tear it up.
Yeah. We'll go back to the table and order a pint of ass.
And yeah, I've been here. I think it's a week today, brother. I've had sex 4 times.
I mean, we can't really seriously can't start bragging.
Dude, I feel like I'm on a swingers cruise.
You're gonna be the Tom Segura of getting pussy. It's like Mike just gets so much pussy now. He doesn't even remember what it was like, man. He's completely unrelatable.
Dude, it's nuts. And here's the deal: it's like I could get pussy anytime I want. My wife is very gracious. However, I feel like it's being thrown at me now because she's so grateful that we're living in a place that we want to live.
You got to start withholding from her.
Hold
you can't
back.
just give it to her every time she wants it. Yeah. Yeah, you can't just let her have it whenever she wants it now. Now you're in control. Now it's when it truly is whenever you want. And you can't just give it up every single time.
If she makes you mad, you got to hit her with the no dick for a week.
Yeah, you got to ground her.
God, dude. I'm too kind, dude. I don't know if I could withhold stuff like that.
No. You got to turn her into a brat now.
Yeah. I got to treat it like Hawaiian Punch.
This is what I've read online anyway.
It's like you can only get it on kids' birthdays.
You've already had too much white 40 today. You're going to start acting hyper.
Oh, man. Glut of riches, man. Yeah, I think I've made it a point to not delve into porn as much because I felt like I was really zapping my dopamine.
Well, it's illegal here, by the way, and I will report you.
Oh God!
If I find out that
first
you're
Indian
using,
dads and now this.
If you're using pornography in Texas, I just want you to know I can't really be associated with that.
They haven't. Well, I'm gonna find my way around that, Tim. But
you're gonna get a VPN. You're gonna figure out a VPN,
dude. That might be the trade-off. I might house an Indian grandfather in exchange for him letting me use his address back home.
I thought you were gonna use him as in-house tech support.
I certainly understand your troubles, Mr. Michael. But yeah, I just go on Reddit, man. But I was saving that because I went nuts. Like when my wife left, she left 3 days with the kids and cats before I did. So even though I was moving my dick off, there were times where like I was just fucking going ballistic. Like no bed in the house, just on the hot carpet, just fucking, just full fucking.
The utilities are already shut off.
Yeah, I can't even wash my hands off. But I was just going nuts, man. And I had, my select ladies that like I had on deck. I was like, all right, I'm going to allow myself this because initially I had set out to have a 1 week porn fast.
How long did that last?
4
I followed
days.
it on Twitter.
4 days, which is pretty good, I think. For a guy who's an everyday user, I think going 4 days is pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's cold turkey's the only option.
Yeah, it really is. It's like I can't be weaned. It's not like a food addiction. It's like it's just all or nothing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it 4 days, and I was like, you know what? I got the place to myself today. I'm just gonna really let myself have it because I've been working hard. I deserve a little treat.
Yeah, was it kind of sentimental? Gooning for the last time in your cave?
Dude, I felt full on fucking Ivan Drago, nothing. And it's like when I left the
All
house,
right,
I
well,
was
that's
like,
actually kind of weirder.
just dead-eyed beating off. Yeah, if he comes, he comes. But yeah, dude, I felt nothing, and it's like Del Calo asked me something similar because we filmed Stinkers last Wednesday, and we had to sit on like folding chairs, and he's like, "What are you gonna miss about this place?" I was like, "Honestly, man, like nothing. Like this was like." I was honestly bummed out like every time I would come home to my house. Obviously, I'm happy to see my family, but the actual physical structure of my home always bummed me out.
Mm-hmm.
I think in part because when we moved in 12 years ago, it was an upgrade because we were coming from abject poverty. We were coming from my fucking wife's grandfather's house. He took us in. It's like we probably would have been homeless.
You guys were in the garage.
Yeah, we were the Indian
You were the
grandfathers.
Indian grandfathers.
So like coming into that house, it's like it was a step up at the time. But it was still like an old shitty house, and plus, like, I had a habit of getting in police trouble as soon as I moved into a place, and within like 2 weeks moving into that house, like I was taken out of the house. That's why I saw most of my neighbors for the first
Right,
time.
they handcuffed you and sat you on the lawn.
That was the previous house.
Oh, sorry.
They took me out in handcuffs and they took me to the hospital, but it was like it happened at 6:30 a.m. So people were getting up for work, but then anytime people see police cars, they have something to do outside.
I would have been like, this is just like a drill that I'm helping the cops out. They need to run the kind of practice on this. Don't worry. I'll see you guys in 4 hours. I swear to God. I'll be right back.
But dude, that was how I met my neighbors. So like that always stuck with me, even though I had a good relationship with most neighbors. That's not how you want to meet people for the first time.
I prefer not to, yeah.
Yeah, so that always stuck with me, and I was just ready to get out of that fucking place, man.
Yeah. I pulled up with a moving truck late at like 11 p.m., which is like I picked up a lot of Puerto Rican tendencies living where I did for so long, and that was like the worst one. When the moving truck pulls up at 11 p.m., that's never a good sign, or at least back home. I don't know how it is out here, but that was always bad news.
Yeah.
When that U-Haul pulled up and they started unloading, it was just like, oh, fuck, man. We're 6 months away from someone getting shot on this street now.
Yeah. Was it like the Bin Laden raid where like villagers coming out checking to see what you're fucking doing?
Yeah. No. Everybody hangs back in their house. It's like kind of an ominous presence. You know what I mean? Everyone's worried. Everyone knows that this is not going to be good. So now that's me. Now I'm that on the block.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be a good boy. I'm trying to make a good impression.
You meet your neighbors?
Yeah, I met my landlords. I met my neighbors. I liked all of them. Guy next door is like a some sort of like electrical engineer or something like that. He's like a work from home nerd. Kind of related to him a lot. Cool. I don't have anything honestly negative to report. It's barely even possible to make fun of.
Mm-hmm.
You know. We've been on that positivity bent from like the jump of this, and it was all to escape what we were in. And now that we're kind of here, it's like, okay, time to shift my focus and find something else to make fun of. You know, I'm enjoying myself for the first time ever. It's nuts. I feel like a completely different person.
I'm with you.
The shadow has been lifted. My heart it can sing its song for the first time, and you know. I guess now I'll catch up on like, I don't know, whatever's going on with the WNBA or something.
Oh, dude, I'm heavy into it now.
Are you? I
Yeah.
feel like you were always susceptible to that. I feel like you were
It runs in my family.
You were a
Yeah.
WNBA guy in waiting.
Yeah, I got into it last year because my daughter, she got into Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark is the gateway drug to the WNBA, man. And she got me in last year. I went to D.C. to see a game, which was a ton of fun. And the place was packed, dude. In DC,
How was the game itself?
it was great. It was competitive, and when she started heating up, dude,
What was the combined score?
they definitely hit 100. But dude, it was a great game, and I can't hate on it. But this is something that really struck me as surprising because it sounded like something that a very racist father would accuse the arena in DC of having. But they have Hennessy couches that you could rent behind the baskets. They're leather Hennessy couches that you could rent for probably 10 G's to watch a WNBA game.
Man, if those cushions could talk. That's crazy. I wonder what like the stud scene's like on the Hennessy couches.
Oh, God. Well, dude, funny you mention that because one of the studs in last night's game, so it was Indiana Fever versus Las Vegas Aces. One of the new aces is a stud named Nalissa Smith, I think her name is. but she was on, I think, Connecticut's team with her girlfriend, and they bounced her to fucking Vegas. So it's like, imagine like you're on a basketball team with your wife and you get traded.
I can't imagine competing in a sport with my wife.
Yeah, your wife loses her stud.
That's crazy. I mean, they hate love, I guess, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But they probably, what was their connection like on the court is what I want to know.
Ominous. Because Nalissa is like a hard dyke. Like there's like 90% of the WNBA chicks look like Michael Keaton Beetlejuice. There's only like 10% that are like Sophie Cunningham's.
Yeah, and it's got to be nuts, like relying on each other in a basketball game and then going home and beating the fuck out of each other about it. You know, like where were you on that?
Now, do you think the studs wear their strap-ons during the game?
They're packing in the game. I mean, I don't know. You know what's really not bothering me, but what's really sticking with me about all the WNBA stuff is like, you know, I'm only exposed to it via, you know, my various timelines and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I scroll past it, and you know, as you're just ingesting your own algorithm, you're seeing what everyone else is ruminating on, and it's mostly, you know, global conflict, or, you know, a lot of Elon Musk being inserted in the timeline, and then like an equal amount of like WNBA video clips.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got as far as like what the internet thinks I need to know, it's getting equal weight between WNBA clips and Israel, Iran, Gaza conflict. And so for all of like the, you know, children being shot by snipers and accusations in both directions on that, I'm seeing an equal number of, you know, WNBA clips where none of the videos have ever included someone making a basket. It's seriously just like women screaming at each other between plays, or like a foul that would like probably start a fight. That's it. There's no gameplay being shown on any of the clips.
That's part of the magic of the league, though.
I guess.
And then a chick could have a wide open three.
It's Mutant League basketball. It's not a serious sport. It's just women like shoving each other and falling down. And then, you know, slow motion of like lip reading of these women like, you know, shut the fuck up, bitch, to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I've fallen for it hook, line, and sinker, man. And I'm going to go next month. I'm going to Dallas.
No, you're driving 3 hours to go see a WNBA game.
Like most normal dudes. with a wife and kids.
Are you going by yourself, or are you taking?
No. I'm going to take my family because
I'd be so mad if my dad took me to a WNBA game. If I had to sit in the car for 3 hours, the Nintendo Switch dies on the way, and then we get there and it's like I'm standing in line to get into an arena to watch women play basketball.
Dude.
I freak out.
you hand your dad with a shaking hand a shitty report card, and your dad's just like, get your Caitlin Clark jersey and get in the fucking car. But I did really enjoy myself last year. The place was fucking packed, and it was an away game, so you got the people that are Mystics fans beefing with the people that are Fever fans.
Yeah, what do the hooligans look like? Is it a stud farm?
Nice amount of studs, but also a nice amount of soft lesbos, too.
Okay. How many straight guys? Just you?
It's really not a lot, man. It was like, I liken it to when I went to the Harry Styles concert. It's just like, you're going to see a random dude that looks like me, a bunch of kids, and then a bunch of like grizzled lesbians, and then a bunch of soft lesbians looking for their stud.
It is really funny. I guess like, you know, we went to like Phantoms games a lot when I was a kid because it was just affordable hockey to go to. So it was like all kids there because you could afford 6 tickets, right?
Yeah.
And then with the WNBA, there's also the added benefit of like little girls can go see this, and it's like, wow, imagine someday, you know, this is what women are capable of, and it's just a bunch of black lesbians trying to kill each other. You know, if you really apply yourself and don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it,
You could
someday,
be an insane black lesbian.
you can get elbowed in the back of the head by a black lesbian.
It really is. I mean, at the very least, it's a really nice outlet for the most violent black lesbians we have.
We need something.
Yeah. I mean, it really is the release valve that we need. Like, I don't care that the NBA has to subsidize it. We really need to have this for them.
Yeah, Waffle House has gotten quieter since the WNBA took off.
Dude, that's why they're expanding.
They're trying to reduce violence in breakfast restaurants. IHOP's up next, man. We're as soon as we clear out Waffle House, we're gonna open a couple of new franchisees, and you can get back to
franchisee is one of the players.
I think it's pronounced franchise.
Okay, yes, you're right. Yeah, there is an exclamation point on the end. Yeah.
Say an exclamation point.
Yeah, they've surpassed apostrophes. You know how they are about emphasis. Oh man, this reclines.
Don't get too comfy.
Oh my god, y'all gonna send me to sleep, Tim? We got a few ads, brother.
Oh, give us a second to thank the people that make this shit possible.
Oh my god, dude,
including viewers like you.
First and foremost, I just want to let you know, Tim, when you're ready to seriously unwind, it's time for Cornbread Hemp. Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies are created to help you feel better, whether it's stress, discomfort, or you just need to relax. Cornbread Hemp only uses the best part of the hemp plant, the flower, so you're getting the purest and most potent CBD. They sent us a nice care package. Did you get yours?
Oh, thank God. It got me through the move.
Brother, I believe it, man. I said it after.
Actually, seriously, bless you, Cornbread Hemp, because I had a cardboard box full of cans of drinks that they sent me, and just cracking one at the end of the 12-hour day driving a moving truck I could barely control was probably the only thing that saved my family from annihilation.
Dude, no doubt. And I set my cans out for my moving helpers, and 2 out of 3 took advantage of them, and they loved them. And all their products are third-party lab tested, so you know you can trust them, and everything is USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. Right now, Dad Meat fans can save 30% on their first order. Just head to cornbreadhemp.com/fatbird and use code fatbird at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/fatbird and use code fatbird. Tim, if you've been eating like trash and you need a reset, look no further than Huel. Huel is a complete meal in a bottle that's ready to go where you go, whether you're lounging poolside or running late for work. Their Black Edition ready to drink has 35 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, a bunch of fiber, and low sugar, so you'll feel full, focused, and ready for the day. We've spoken about Huel to the high heavens.
I know, right? Here, is that all? Is that playing on the camera?
That looks delicious.
I'm getting back in. I was a big fat putz, and I pulled the ripcord, and I started doing Huels instead of a couple of meals here and there.
Yep,
I think it really saved me from an early grave.
I believe it, and one of the reasons why I can't wait for my shit to get here is because I got my my Huel powder drinks on the way. And I packed that in my shit like a fucking nincompoop.
You packed your shit?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. You packed your shit with the Black Edition? That's why you're going to the WNBA?
No, Jesus Christ, man. Huel truly tastes like a milkshake and comes in both chocolate and vanilla. No matter which one you pick, you can't go wrong. Start saving time and money without compromising your nutrition today with this exclusive offer for new customers of 15% off using our exclusive code DADMEAT at Huel.com. That's 15% off for new customers with code DADMEAT at Huel.com. See our show notes for the terms and conditions. Skip the stress, not the nutrition. Try Huel today for complete nutrition bottled. Huel rocks, man.
Thanks, Huel.
Yeah, they're the best, man.
Man, it's 4th of July, summer vacation in full swing. Dude. I'm thinking about all of our friends watching this, either coming back to the work week or, taking some time on a holiday weekend, and I'm only just getting into the swing of summer vacation right now because of all the move and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out like cool summer vacation activities for the kids.
I saw you down at the river yesterday.
Oh my god! The river float. I got my first river float in.
You had cows down there?
As a Texas resident, we saw cows that came down to the water. It was a beautiful, serene, clean experience. We went with a tubing company, which I don't typically do. I jump on that water myself.
Yeah.
But this was supposed to be like an MJ celebration float, and then a bunch of people got invited and became a big group thing, and we had to coordinate with everybody, and anyway, it also got away from me. We were supposed to record this yesterday after the float, and I ended up on a bus going an hour away. The float was way longer than I expected. I was so stressed out. Taylor, thank you for being so accommodating. I had to push this back. and the whole time it was thunderstorming. Well, it was actually kind of a disaster of the entire day. And every time I would float into cell phone service, I would be texting you guys like, okay, I think we're gonna be okay. And then it was like we'd have to like take shelter from the storm. And I'm holding up and I'm like, okay, 5 might not be okay, 6. And like people were getting like dashed on the rapids because the rainfall was like speeding up the river. And it ended with us like getting out of the water like an hour later than we expected. I was missing a shoe. I was standing in a dirt road with one shoe on, not sure where I was, trying to call an Uber to come straight to you guys in a wet bathing suit. And everyone around me was just like, would you please just push it to tomorrow?
Yeah.
And once I did that, and you guys were so cool about it, I was able to say I enjoyed the entire thing. But man, oh man, I went through it.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you at least enjoyed yourself a little bit and got to be on the river with the watching the video of the cows. Like that was really very sweet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But what I didn't show you was like a lady fell out of her tube and tried to jump onto mine because we were going through like a little bit of like mild rapids. And then she fell off of mine. MJ grabs her and is dragging her through. And she's getting bounced off of a ton of rocks all the way through. She comes out, her legs are shredded. And we were just like, well, I mean, we tried.
Fat woman?
No.
Really?
No, a young lady in pretty good health.
Really?
Yeah, she got dashed on the rocks.
Oh, man.
Women aren't for nature.
No. That is a dumb bitch's death, getting your head caved in while out drinking 16 White Claws.
Yeah, and it's like, that's the circle of life, man. Don't interfere. It's like when you see like a penguin get separated from his family and you're making a documentary, it's like you gotta let that
Push
thing
it off
die.
the edge, man.
You gotta let that lady die in the river, man. Yeah. But I don't have any like structured summer vacation plans. And I'm trying to like rack my brain. Maybe, and I hate to say, leave us a thing in the comments, but if anyone has any cool ideas for summer vacation activities for kids, I feel like no one's covering that. Mm-hmm. We have the art center near us. When I'm trying to get the kids to think about doing like day camps or workshops, I want to get Ben to do the theater camp so he could meet some teens.
That's a tough sentence, man.
I know. I know, dude. I have to become a scout for like teen activities.
Yeah, you sound like Gru. Meet some teens.
So my kids can socialize, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'll just try anything for them, but like, I don't want to get too fixated on like, bro, where's the good teens at?
And you have to stop doing this.
Where's the teens, buddy? We got to get you out there.
Yeah, when you say teens, you can't make the tips of your fingers touch.
Yeah. And then it feels like you're going to like a Sun show, like, and this is mine. Here we go, judges. How do we feel about
Sun show? Me and Jeff Epstein.
Sun's out, sun's out. But I was like, now and then, so now I have to like scout out teen activities and make a value judgment on if this is worth the time and money, and then go back to my son and go, son, I've found some teen activities that you might be interested in.
Yeah. Let me know you make out, because I'm not.
Do you want to go to a week-long theater camp? It's going to be mostly gay boys, but if you can elbow past them, there might be some girl attention involved.
I can't Google teen activities, man. It's like, brother, either put on the Wiggles or go in the fucking garage and lift, dude. No. Pick one.
No, he needs my help. It's my job as a father. He'll just play Fortnite instead, you know?
Yeah. Are you worried about him getting Nancy'd up at theater camp?
Good question. I think the time has passed for a gay son to be of anything valuable, you know? I think those days are behind us. I need him to be straight as heck.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe all the fairies will kind of swing him back toward, like, the straightest guy ever.
Yeah.
But also, there is the danger of you drop a boy into a scenario, group dynamic, all teens, the gay boys draw all the attention that they can from the straight girls. I don't know if they do it on purpose or if it's because that's what they flock to, and it's just, and then I'm worried, you're worried about your straight son being left out, but I'm like, there's no excuse, man. You have to get in there. You have to be like a bowling ball and crash in there and show them what straight white boys are about. It's white boy summer, Ben. Unfortunately,
I mean,
you're the star.
But buddy, devil's advocate, you got to think about how devastating that's got to be for all the theater loving twinks to have to deal with a wrecking ball straight boy.
It's not my problem, man. I got my own shit going on. Sorry.
I mean,
but hey, man, everyone's got to eat. I don't know what to tell you. If one straight white boy wrecks your entire gay boy squad, step it up.
yeah, how strong was it to
Step
begin
it
with?
up,
Yeah.
dude. Get gayer then. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a separation where they meet behind the curtain after practice. Be like, all right, listen, boys.
Wow, he's such a brute.
Oh my God, do I have bruises?
What a buffoon. Oh my God, he's being so loud and obnoxious. Like, yeah, man, it's called having fun. So they're all snapping each other about him. That would be ideal, actually. Being a menace to a gay theater camp because your son's a ham and needs an outlet and has to meet other kids. It's like, it's a perfect childhood experience.
Dude, that's a great premise for a Disney Channel movie.
What would you call it?
Bunch of, I don't know, Bi School Musical. Where it's just like they come to a compromise and like, all right, look, kid, we'll let you stay, but you got to at least be bi. You can't just be straight and wrecking everything.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's what I'm struggling with right now. We're gonna go to Lucy's boyfriend's coming to visit.
Oh, nice.
And she's just like hitting me with like, can we do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? Like, if I did every idea that she has for this week that this kid's coming to visit us, I'd be out like $15,000. So I'm trying to like narrow it down. But she wants to go to a water park in San Antonio
Oh, that's not far.
called Schlitterbahn. Do you know about Schlitterbahn?
That sounds racist. I like it.
Schlitterbahn is a massive water park, and I think they have multiple locations. And in the other one, they had this like extreme water slide, and I think they might have like skimped on some of the testing or engineering of it.
I like it.
And what ended up happening is the weekend that it opened, they had this big event for the unveiling of the new Schlitterbahn water slide. And they sent there was like a state senator or something was there with his family, and they sent this kid down the slide, and it's this big drop. Yeah, verrückt.
Oh, they should have sent Rick Perry down in the wheelchair.
Brother, they sent this kid down this giant drop, and then there's like a hill that you go up and then back down, and on the hill the kid caught some air, and the safety rails, you see those like kind of like arched metal safety rails over the top, he hit one of those and it ripped his head off.
Whoa, nice. Yeah. Wait,
there we go. I worked at Schlitterbahn after the verrückt incident. Well, I want someone that was there that day.
wait, Taylor, is Rick Perry the guy in the wheelchair, or who is that? No, he's not the wheelchair guy.
Rick Perry is a standing guy, I think.
All right, who? Oh, Abbott. Abbott is who I'm thinking of.
Greg Abbott.
Oh,
But,
Greg Abbott's in a wheelchair?
Yeah,
I got a lot of reading to do.
the same dude. But
And he's a governor?
Yeah, they call him Hot Wheels.
But Tim, if you had been there the day, so you take your daughter's boyfriend there, you want to show him a nice time. He's a guest in your home. You take him to Schlitterbahn, and
You guys want to ride verrückt again? I think, maybe get a little bit more speed.
how do you handle a decapitated 13-year-old Mexican head floating next to you in the lazy river?
You start like doing like soccer keep up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think I'd be a good person and I would be horrified by it, and I would, hopefully, I would be on video like screaming and crying, but in real life, I would just be like, whoa.
Yeah,
that's probably all we get out of it.
It's just seaweed. You're just trying to get it as far away from your foot as
so
possible.
are they closing it for the entire day, or are they just going to clean it up? And what I'm asking is, should I stay in line? That's probably where I would
should I get mozzarella sticks and just wait it out?
Yeah, I guess no one's really going to be trying to get on if they reopen it, so we can hang for a bit. But yeah, so I'm going to go to the other Schlitterbahn, not that one.
Go to the decapitation one, man.
It's a far drive.
Oh man, you gotta live dangerous.
Oh man,
that
I can
looks fun.
smell that picture.
Whew, baby.
I love a lazy piss river.
I think most of it is spring fed too, so it's not like
Ooh.
So it's
typical chlorine water.
BYO piss then, I guess. Yeah. I'll fix it. Dude, pissing all over yourself while tubing is
Oh god.
I
take me
honestly would say it's a top 3 physical sensation.
back. Yeah.
Especially the water's cold, but not so cold that you hate being in it. But it's like you're noticing how cold it is, and you're drinking all day, and you have to keep pissing. And those pisses that go all over your bathing suit area, and your thighs to knee, and fupa to grundle. That's a really good. If I could apply a cream that makes me feel that for an entire day, I'd spend like $90 a month on it for sure. I might make a piss cream.
How often do you think they deal with, like, everybody pisses in the pool? How often do you think places like that have to deal with people accidentally also shitting in the pool? Because it's all the same pipe work.
Got to be daily.
Yeah,
got to be daily. Also, did you know? Have we talked about this? If you have diarrhea and you go swimming, other people can catch your diarrhea.
Yeah, that's why they put up the signs.
Well, now I know that.
Yeah.
But I just thought they just didn't want anyone leaking.
Well, yeah.
But if you're swimming with diarrhea, everyone can get it.
I do like
all right,
it.
Well, I guess everybody else can. I'm having a diarrhea party. All right, well, I'm gonna guess I'm a fucking idiot then. Who cares?
Oh man, that's so pleasing to know that, like, you could ruin everybody's day by giving them diarrhea.
Yeah, save up. But is there a difference between, and I hate to sound so stupid, is there a difference between like sick person diarrhea and 3 bowls of Lucky Charms before bed diarrhea?
That's a
or
great
is it
question.
all the same? Can you catch cereal diarrhea, or is it only like viral diarrhea? Taylor pulled up ChatGPT instantly. Is there a difference between? I can't wait to see how you phrase this, buddy.
Sick diarrhea. Now you're close. Diarrhea and cereal diarrhea. And what are some cool teen boy activities?
Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that's a casual tone. Yeah, there's a difference between sick diarrhea, like from a virus or infection, and diarrhea caused by something you ate, like food intolerance or mild food poisoning. Diarrhea from something you ate. Onset usually hits fast within hours of eating. Cause: food intolerance, greasy, spicy food, or mild food-borne bacteria. Other symptoms: often just loose stools, maybe some cramping or gas. Duration usually short. You feel otherwise mostly fine. Might say, oof, shouldn't have eaten that taco. Sick diarrhea. Onset is slower, can take 12 to 72 hours after exposure, cause viruses, symptoms, fever, children, blah, blah, blah. You can okay, now, if it came on fast, you'll feel fine. Otherwise, if it was probably just something you ate, if you're achy, weak, blah, 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 blah. Now, I would say, is there a distinction between swimming in a pool between those two? Or can you spread both kinds from swimming?
There you go.
Can you catch food diarrhea? Yeah, but kind of. Here's the deal: you can catch diarrhea from contaminated. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, you need to see if we can share it in a pool. Wow.
I like asking chat questions like I'm an idiot. You know what I mean?
It's the best thing. You can absolutely infect others in a pool if you have diarrhea, especially if it's from something contagious. Okay.
Oh, one's chlorine resistant, so that's the problematic one.
What?
Even streaks.
Even a tiny bit of poop, like streaks or residue, can contain millions of grams.
Germs.
I'm sorry, germs. Sorry.
That just sounds like
Physical
something that the water park would have them throw in there. I don't know if I believe
When you're in the
that.
pool, the bacteria or virus spreads through the water. Other swimmers swallow the water, get it in their mouth, nose, eyes, and boom, they're infected. The most infamous one, Cryptosporidium. It's a parasite that causes
Shitcoin.
Parasite that causes explosive diarrhea. It's super chlorine resistant.
Let's learn how to survive.
You got to respect the hustle.
Yeah, if you got scriptosporidium, your fucking profile picture is you with like glowing brown eyes.
Whoa. Wow.
Man, there's so much.
By the way, I'm never skipping the pool just because I have diarrhea.
Yeah, you would get me to admit that I have Jews in my attic before I admitted to having diarrhea at a fucking water park, man.
No, and I'm sorry if that makes me a bad person, but like they said the rules on the pool at our place is don't swim if you've had diarrhea in the last 2 weeks. It's like, well, then I would never swim again in my life. That would be impossible.
How would they check?
It's honor system, obviously.
But do you think like I bet you could probably do this. Like when you walk in, you'd be like, "Hi, I'm Tim Butterly. I'm the diarrhea consultant for the pool here, and I need you to look me in the eye and answer this question: Have you had diarrhea within the last 2 weeks? And if I think that you're lying to me, I can deny you entry."
We're going back to Inglourious Bastards. You are hiding stools here? May I have a glass of your delicious lactose-free milk?
Indigestion bastards.
Yes.
Whoa, Taylor from downtown.
He's heating up.
Dude. Wow. Well, you learn something new.
Yeah, man.
Probably decades too late.
I'll never forget the first time I saw that. I was the last day of vacation. My family and I, we had gone to California, and I was enjoying the Holiday Inn pool, and I was like, "Do you see that sign?" Like I'd never seen the word diarrhea on a sign before.
That's the closest you'll ever feel to oppression, by the way.
Yeah, it's like you might as well bring out a fucking German Shepherd.
Excuse me, just because I have diarrhea? Oh, because I got diarrhea, I can't swim.
Got disegregated.
The fire hose is spraying shit.
Plumbers are screaming at me. I could not believe that I saw the word diarrhea on a sign.
Diarrhea-only pool? Well, damn, my lawyer's going to want to hear about that.
Just sitting on a lounge chair. People are coming up and dumping it on my head. It's the worst.
Oh, boy. But no, we need to make better decisions, buddy.
No, but it would. Do you think anybody has ever like been guilted enough to not do that? Be like, you know what, I don't want to affect the lives of so many people, and I've drove all this way, but I cannot in good conscience go in that pool today.
I can't imagine being that upstanding of a citizen. You know, especially if you drove to a water park.
Yeah,
and you're like me, and you didn't know you could spread diarrhea. But then it's like, now you're a super spreader. There's a little bit of a double entendre there.
Yeah, I love it.
And I didn't mean to. I wish I did. I wish I could feel clever for making you laugh like that. I walked into it. Oh.
But don't you think there's maybe like a mask that you could wear, like almost to combat COVID, where you just put it over your leg so it just like covers your asshole as like an extra line of defense?
A butt mask?
Yeah.
I'm not masking up, dude. I got the vaccine.
You got the jab.
Yeah, I got the jab, dude. I thought it was supposed to stop the spread.
Yeah.
Oh man, I lost the building block.
Did you guys watch Poop Cruise while we're talking about it?
No.
I followed it on
It's
YouTube.
on my docket,
I
man.
followed it on YouTube.
I can't wait.
What a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worth it.
Yeah, the gist is, you know, the story of it, right?
Yeah.
But it was explained to me that the documentary goes deeper on it. So I thought it was boat stranded, everything fell apart, and all the toilets overflowed, and the entire boat was full of poop. And apparently it was a much more protracted process. They lost power. It's going to be a couple hours before they get rescued. Tugboat's coming. Now it's going to be an extra day or two. Power goes out. They're making do. Everyone's dragging.
They're making doo-doo.
I like that shit more here, by the way. I'm noticing.
What doo-doo stuff?
No.
Oh, my stuff?
Yeah, that
thanks,
stuff
man.
I like a lot more here.
Whoa.
So they drag all their beds out to the the Lido deck so they could sleep because it's impossible to get comfortable inside there with no power and the lights go out at night, obviously. And then the boat tips.
And even in this condition, black people still complaining about the availability of shrimp.
They're loading up their plates at the flushable wipe bar. It's one plate. It's one. They're filming TikToks of them just wiping over and over again.
2 days in, they had to throw away all the food, and people were getting in like hours-long lines for cheese and onion sandwiches.
Oh.
Here's the thing. I could not eat for 3 days. If I know it's 3 days, I could just not eat. I'm sure of it. You're not going to catch me in that line turning into a fucking cannibal with other people covered in shit.
Just keep the slide on, man.
But a cruise, I think, is stressful enough without this. Because it feels like there's a delicate balance that could crumble at the drop of a hat. Where you go, everyone's kind of being orderly in the buffet line or, at the fucking restaurant. No one's... And thank God for me, I went on the fucking Hard Rock cruise. So
I was just going to say, it's like
middle-aged white people.
But that's probably the best possible cruise experience. Like a normal, regular-ass cruise seems like an absolute fucking nightmare.
I don't think I could do a regular cruise. Unfortunately, I think Shiprocked might be the best cruise of all time. I don't. But anyway, being on the poop cruise is probably exciting as hell, man. Remember the scene in the Titanic where the water's flowing up from the bulkheads and like everyone's running? It was just liquid diarrhea. That's about as far as I thought of it. I don't have a bit for it or anything, but
I love it, dude. The Toiletanic.
It's crazy too. Imagine being trapped for like 4 days or whatever, and then the tugboat finally shows up. It's like the best day ever. And when the tugboat starts pulling, it barely shifts the boat and just shits the best moment turned into the worst.
Yeah, you've found high ground and established a barricade for you and your family to stay dry from the diarrhea, and now suddenly you guys are getting. Just overwhelmed with it.
It's the deadliest flush. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
I can't wait to watch that, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna stress myself out on it,
brother. What do you want to promote before we go?
Okay, so we're still getting our feet on the ground here, and but I think we're doing a good job of maintaining. So check out Tim Butterly's show, obviously. Metal Girl Solid is back on Twitch weekly and then on YouTube as soon as I can get the video uploaded. Can I bitch it? Dude, there's only one internet provider where we're at, and it's cable internet. The upload speeds are dog shit. Guys, I mean, just commiserate with me for a fucking second, dude. I'm looking at like 40 megabit upload speeds. It's ruining it's the one thing in my life that I'm just like, this is not ideal, and I don't have an option or a solution for getting around it. But that being said, Metal Gear Solid is back. We're on Metal Gear Solid 2 now. There's a lot more freedom in how you play because it's just more a more advanced game, and it's fun watching MJ's brain refuse to fully grasp any of it. And I'm forcing her to give a fuck, but the works of Kojima are so important, and I need her to let's enjoy her panicking in the moment and not really do a great job together. And it's just it's a video game podcast, so that's what I want to do. Check it out, please. It's all on my YouTube channel. And aside from that, that's it. That's all I need you guys to check out if you haven't. And if you have, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah, brother. And thanks to everybody for sticking with us. And I'm so glad to be here with you now, brother. I'm glad we can get rolling again, man. I truly miss podcasting with you. I really enjoyed it.
I missed you so much for a month.
Thank you, buddy.
And now we live in the same town. We can actually spend our
So
time
cool.
together because we're not an hour apart. We can actually hang out the way that we used to before we got so busy.
Yeah, I'm pumped for it, brother, and I'm really grateful to be here. On top of that, too, check out my new podcast, Getting Some Head. Got interviews with all my boys, including Timbo over here. Got a ton of new ones coming down the pike. In addition to that, if anybody who pre-ordered my book, I'm going to be shipping those motherfuckers out middle of the month. I kind of fucked myself by underestimating how much work moving my family across the country would take, so I had to delay the fucking rollout of the book by about a month. So bear with me. It's coming within a couple weeks. If you ordered already, shipping those fuckers out as soon as they come into my new address. And then on top of that, too, I got a coloring book out, On Perks coloring book, that my buddy Cooper O'Hearn and I put together. Cooper is a fucking wizard. Cooper actually filmed something very cool for Tim that he's got coming down the pipe, which I can't wait to see.
Cooper is the guy that I'm handing him. I don't know if I would call him producer, director, but he filmed and he's editing and he's like completely wrapped up in the process of the new field trip and that we're putting so much effort into it. And he's the fucking man. He's actually funny enough to be on camera. And it's just, that's a guy that's cool to work with.
Dude, he can do everything. But yeah, he did all the illustrations for the On Perks coloring book, and I love it so much. That's available right now. You can get all this stuff at onperks.com. And aside from that, we're going to head over to the Patreon. And if you're not a patron yet, please consider joining us. Pay whatever the fuck you want. Patreon.com/DadMePodcast. Got part 2 of every episode we've ever done available over there. And I'll be back with more.
Real quick, someone mentioned that we should start like mentioning other podcasts that we go on. I was on Panties in the Mouth right here at Smokestack. Check that out if you haven't yet with Lemaire and Andy and Nate. And I think that was really funny. So
Hell yeah.
I'm going to start like mentioning that stuff.
Oh, definitely, man.
Because I love doing people's podcasts. Yeah. But anyway, we're going to run over to patreon.com/dadmepodcast.
Sick. All right. And we'll see you over there. Later, guys.